Hi, in this video we will talk about a technique from dialectical behavioral therapy. It's called Dear Man technique. What Dear Man technique is, it is a technique that we can use to help us with our communication. It is a pretty good technique that I also use it quite a bit in my day-to-day life. It is an interpersonal skill that is part of dialectical behavioral therapy, or DBT in short. It can be used in any situation, and you don't have to use it only when you are doing a dialectical behavioral therapy training. I usually recommend everyone to try it because it's really good. You don't have to try each and every aspect of this Dear Man technique, but sometimes you might need to use each and every aspect of it. So let's talk about it. The first D is describe. So Dear Man, first D is describe. So instead of starting the conversation with how you are feeling, you can try describing the situation first. So a lot of time what happens when we are in a conversation, we start the conversation with how am I feeling? Like, I'm upset you did not do that, or I'm upset you did not call me. So instead of starting this conversation or starting the conversation with how you are feeling, you can try describing the situation first. Ideally, you would like to start the statement with some facts that you and the other person um, agree to. You need to stick to the facts. So just tell the facts first and don't judge the situation. Also, sometimes the other person does not remember every detail of the situation. So that's why you will tell the facts first, you will tell the situation. And when you tell them the detailed information, that then they will be able to discuss the situation with you better. Try to be on the point and don't give too much extra information that is not required. So let's look at one example. You called your friend a couple of days ago and your friend did not pick up the phone, so you left a voicemail to ask your friend to call you back, but she did not call you back. Instead of getting upset and angry when you saw your friend at work a couple of days later, you will first describe. So don't tell how you are feeling. First you will describe the situation like, hi Amy, I called you a couple of days ago and left a voicemail, but I did not hear from you. So instead of getting upset, you are making a factual statement first. So remember not to tell how you are feeling when you see the person. Describe um, the situation, explain what happened, and then the next part of the Dear Man is E, which is express. After you describe the situation with the facts, then you can express how you are feeling. You will not try to get upset at the other person and will make sure not to blame the other person how you are feeling. You will express how you are feeling without blaming the other person. And don't assume that the other person know how you are feeling or they should know how you are feeling. And try to use the I statement when you express how you are feeling in the current situation. So let's go back into our previous example. So after you describe the facts, you now can express how you are feeling without judgment. You can say that I was worried if you were okay, or I was anxious when you did not call me, or I was concerned. So you are using the I statement. You are not using a statement like you are just saying how you were feeling. When you don't blame the other person, then the other person will be more open to hear about your concern and the communication will flow both ways. So right now you describe the situation, you express how you felt. The next part of Dear Man is A, which is assert. This can be difficult for some people as we are worried about confrontation, but assertiveness does not mean that we are making a statement to make the other person upset. You will like to be very clear what you are asking the other person in your conversation. Sometimes we keep thinking that the other person should know what we want from them, or they should not act the way they are acting, or why I have to communicate this thing, and the other person should know how am I feeling or what I will like to communicate. Remember, the other person cannot read your mind, so don't get upset if the other person does not know how you are feeling. So let's say in the same situation, you can tell the person that, can you please text me if you cannot call me back the next time? So you are asserting something, but you are not being mean or not being selfish or not being rude. If you are upset with your partner of that your partner is not removing the garbage from the kitchen, so you will first describe the situation, tell the partner that I am feeling upset or I am feeling worried that the kitchen will smell bad. So then you can assert and say, can you please remove the garbage? Or you can also say, if you think that you cannot move the garbage in the future, then can you please let me know so I can throw the garbage, otherwise the kitchen will smell bad. So assertiveness can be difficult, but once you will be using it, you will see that the other person is not getting upset, because the other two steps, like describing and then expressing your feelings, are so helpful that you are not blaming anyone. You are describing, you're expressing how you are feeling, and then you are asserting something. And also remember that in the above assertive statement, we are not being demanding, or we are not getting upset, we are not being mean. We have to make sure that we keep the tone of our voice under control, not to get too loud. And we are asking in the assertive way if the person can please do his or her part of the job, or her part or his part of the responsibility. The next thing you will do will be reinforce. In reinforcement, you can tell the person in advance, before they have done the desired action, how it will help the other person, how it will help the situation or help you if the other person will do the desired task. You can also say a statement like, I will really appreciate it, or if you can please call me in advance, or if you can text me, I will really appreciate it. The next thing is mindful. Sometime in communication we wander off and started talking about things that are not part of the problem or topic. We start bringing the old topics, old conversation. You don't have to do that. You need to be in the present, you need to be in the moment and talk about the current topic. It's also not a good idea to bring things from the past, because that will cause people to start talking about the old stuff rather than being in the moment. So you have to focus on the current situation. The other person might also get upset with you or try to change the topic, but you need to keep asserting your current point of view again and again, and try not to change the topic. So if the other person changes the topic, bringing the topic back to the conversation, you might even have to repeat your request several times like a broken record, and the other person will do their best sometime to change up with different conversation, but you need to repeat your request over and over again. You will also consider doing is appear confident. You might feel nervous when you assert yourself in the conversation, but try to be confident, try to have a good eye contact, talk in a regular tone, and don't talk in a very soft tone. No, don't talk in a soft tone. Speak clearly and don't try to talk fast. Make sure you have an erect posture. It might still be possible that you might still feel, oh, I am not confident, but the other person does not know if you are confident or not. So with good eye contact, good tone of voice, good posture, you will appear confident. Even inside your brain, you might feel that you are not confident, but outside you will still appear confident. So try to do your best to appear confident. The next thing you will like to do is to negotiate. We also need to be open to hear what the other person is saying. So don't go in a conversation thinking that you are right all the time. We need to hear the other person non-judgmentally also. Conversation is not about us talking and the other person is listening only. Both of the parties need to talk and speak their point of view. And negotiation is also not about you winning all the time. It's about agreeing in a way that both parties are happy and felt that they are being heard and the problem needs to be solved also. You might also need to come up with alternate solution to the situation, like with the garbage situation you can come up with a solution that if you would like me to throw the garbage, then I can, but you need to help me cleaning the dishes. Or if there is no clear solution or the other person and you are not agreeing to a solution, or the solution you are telling the other person does not agree to it, you can ask the other person, do you have any other solution for this problem? So these are some of the things you can use. You don't have to use each and every aspect of endearment technique. Sometimes you have to use few of those and you will be able to communicate better with other person. Sometimes you have to use all of them. So I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.